Hey guys, welcome to round 3 of Abomasnow Cup. We have the losers match featuring Adrian with Mewtwo Stunfisk and Damion with Accelgor Gothitelle. Commentating, we have myself, Mike, and to my left, Aaron.
Hey guys.
We are the winners, of course, so we get to commentate on the losers match.
Yeah, man.
Let's get started here. We got some blue versus blue action. That's probably why they lost. Blue's a horrible color. Not as bad as green, though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All
Hate
right.
on my sleeves.
Alright, let's see how they start here. Mewtwo Stunfisk has the advantage in this matchup. You know, he's got the weakness on the Gothitelle, or the Gothitas. You can take them out easily a turn, starting from turn 1 even. So Damion's going to have a hard time setting up. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Adrian decides just to put down one Mewtwo.
No, there's no reason to put down the second one right now. True. Oh, he puts it down. Oh, no, he doesn't.
So he started
Yeah, he does.
Is it Stunfisk?
No, he started Mewtwo.
No,
Oh,
it was Stunfisk.
Either way.
I did not see it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to put down the Mewtwo right away, but you never know. He has the Prism Energy in hand, so it's a good start. He's doing 20 turn 1. The Mew start for Damion obviously isn't what he wanted. You got a EX with low HP on the field, that's just banking to take 2 prizes, especially with Mewtwo in play. But
Accelgor has so many different basics, though, it's crazy to get a good start.
That's true. I guess they don't really have an ideal starting in that matchup. I guess Gothitelle would be the closest to that.
Yeah.
And in that matchup, you know, I guess it's probably bad start. I don't really know.
We don't have experience with decks, so I can't really make a decision.
Pretty much you're just trying to set up.
Pretty much, yeah.
We see a turn 1 end here. I guess, you know, it doesn't really affect much. You want to save those for later games, but since Damion's going to be taking the early prize lead, it's probably better for him to get rid of them right now. And he goes ahead and does his first attack.
Muddy Water.
Muddy Water? Rumble? Is that the second attack?
Rumble's the second attack.
That's the cooler name. I'm just going to say Rumble anyways. There we go. We see another early Musharna. Or Muna, sorry. Early Muna from Damion. Probably just worried about the Mewtwo on the bench.
Oh, I thought he passed for a second.
No. And you see another end. For Damion, unlike Adrian, he wants to save his ends for late game. Try to give Adrian a bad hand of 1 or 2 once he takes that early lead. So having to play it early is unfortunate. Maybe he just had something in his hand he couldn't get rid of to discard, or he didn't have another supporter. Okay, here's the end. Let's see what he pulls. You see a Sharon in his hand, rare candy, but not much else.
Adrian just has random receiver, potion, and a few energies.
He goes ahead and attaches to the Mew. That could be dangerous because it's putting in X-Ball range. Although, Adrian would need to switch here to get that. Adrian doesn't seem to have a lot in his hand himself. He has a DCE. No, he has a random receiver. We'll see what he gets.
He's hoping for, I'd say, an N.
I think it's a Sharon. That's decent too, I guess.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just going to go right ahead and play it. He doesn't have another support in his hand anyway, so. If he gets a switch here, you know, he's going to get that X-Ball kill on the Mew, and it'll be up 2 prizes just like that, leaving Damion with a Muna in play, and that'd pretty much be game right there. Very hard to come back from an aggressive start like that.
So he'll just play the Sharon, hoping for the switch.
He got a Tool Scrapper. It doesn't look like he got it. He gets Fighting Energy. He might just go ahead and Rumble. Keep that Mew active so he can't run away.
I think that'd be a smart play.
Although Stunfisk has 100 HP, so if Damion has a DCE, Mew could copy X-Ball for the knockout.
Never thought of that. Looks like he's going to do the Rumble. And just second Mewtwo. Interesting.
Not necessary, but it's not going to make a huge difference right now.
True.
We'll see if Damion has that DCE. That could be an opening for him right here. Although Adrian does have the DCE in play, so maybe he's just trying to bait him into it. A Sharon for 3, draws a Tool Scrapper. That's might be useful later. I imagine Damion plays some Evolite. Sorry, I imagine Adrian plays some Evolite. So that could come in handy.
Unless, of course, he gets the trainer lock.
We got a Candy in hand. Here's an Ultra Ball. Probably getting the Gothita. Definitely getting the Gothita. Because with the energy switches and switches, locking those are going to be pretty critical. So we need to get that set up right away. And there it is. Let's see what else he has. Attaching another Dark onto the Mew. So we missed the DCE for the knockout on Stunfisk. He could X-Ball for the 80, and looks like that's what he's doing. He does. So now if you're Adrian, what are you looking for here?
You're looking for either catcher for the Gothita or just just switch DCE to KO the Mewtwo, or the Mew with Mewtwo.
He's got 60 on it already, and he only has 60 left.
Personally, though, with attaching the second Dark, I probably would have used Hypnosis instead, because most Accelgors don't usually play that much Dark Energy, so I think he just used half his Dark Energies on that.
Nah, he's got more than 4 in his deck, I'd imagine.
The one Josh
We just see the DCE onto the Mewtwo there.
And
he
a
scars
Juniper.
a catcher and a Sharon, the Juniper. It's going for the switch, get the Mew out of play early. And here's
It's
an Evolite.
Oh.
Jinx. Can't talk for the rest of the game.
Probably a smart idea.
He gets the switch too, so we're going to see the KO on Mew. Goodbye, Mew. Damion promotes when active, draws a card. He really doesn't have much. He gets another Ultra Ball though, so he can go ahead and get the Gothitelle out this turn. Unfortunately,
discarding an Accelgor.
Not going to be much left he can do. This is just another example of why Gothitelle seems to be such a hard deck to play. It's so vulnerable early game.
Mm-hmm.
And with all these speed decks, this format, it's hard to keep up. He's got a Juniper though, we'll see if we can get something going at least. A couple Shelmets, another Mew.
See a switch, so he could start the trainer lock.
And that's just asking to get X-Balled in the face.
That is, though.
Another DCE, that's 160, that's an instant KO. How much speed is that? 130?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if he has another energy and a plus power, Gothitelle is going to be going.
Can't use plus power, though.
That's true.
Gets a Shelmet from Level Ball.
So he's getting what he needs so far. He's
just a little slow.
Well, I mean, from the Juniper.
True.
That's what he was going after. He's got another Gothita in hand. He might as well play it down, just to give him something to put active once what's the move for now? There we go. But that way, in case your Gothitelle gets targeted, you got something to protect against that.
Don't
and
think he has
passes.
Energy. Ouch.
So we see an energy switch. Oh, here comes the catcher. Taking out the Shelmet, avoiding the paralyzation altogether. Third Mewtwo hits the field.
Is that the fourth in his hand? Couldn't tell. Who cares?
I wasn't watching. Yeah, he's got a fourth
Yeah.
one in the hand, so he's thinking about Junipering here, so he's just playing what he can out of his hand. Gets a super odd for the Stunfisk back. That's not going to matter anymore. The Juniper, no need of that extra energy switch right now either. In case you're wondering why he's shuffling, he's just shuffling after that super odd. And at this point, you know, it doesn't really matter too much what he draws. He's just going to take another KO here and keep the pressure on. Another Evolite in play. Probably isn't necessary at this point, because now Tool Scrapper gets rid of 2 Evolites. So it might have been better to keep it in the hand for now, just to see where you need it. Goes and takes a KO. 3 prize lead. I'm not seeing what Damion can do right now.
definitely a losing battle for him.
I never see Super Rod get those Shelmets and Accelgors back. He's going to need to get 2 Shelmets in play in 1 turn here in order to have a chance at getting...
Shelmet, Accelgor, and a Dark Energy, I believe.
Yeah. Another Mew hits the field. DCE will kill the Mewtwo right now, but there's no way to retreat it. Actually, 2 Mews hit the field. That's probably a mistake. Although it's another answer to the Mewtwo in case he takes his Mew. Mew does have a disadvantage as it's lower HP. DCE on both Mew and Mewtwo means the Mew gets knocked out and the Mewtwo doesn't. And here we have some advertisement for Pepsi. I apologize for that.
He does hit the DCE though, so he can KO the Mewtwo. See a Lava Ball in his hand. Probably should have used it to get Shelmet.
He goes ahead and takes it, and that was all the energies Adrian had in play there. Another DCE though. It looks like he doesn't have one in hand though. Only has a fighting energy. You gotta decide who he wants to put up.
He does have an end though, but ending to 3 cards probably won't do anything.
Well, Damion has a monster hand right now. You see he has at least 8 cards, so he's probably ending probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Just trying to decide who he wants to send up right now. Oh, there is a Prism Energy on the Stunfisk though. Can't move it with the energy switch though, as it's not basic. Mewtwo goes up, hoping for the DCE here. Gets a Plus Bar, he's going to play just to thin out his deck. Same thing with the switch too. Yeah, he's just thinning cards out of his deck. He puts up the Stunfisk and he decides that instead of risking getting the DC, he's going to attack the Gothitelle. Go ahead and trap it active with Rumble.
Oh, and he had a Bianca in hand. And he just uses Rumble.
That's a good play here, it keeps it active. Targeting down the trainer lock. That way he doesn't get stuck in the loop if Damion does get it set out. So we see a Shelmet hit the field and energy on the Mew, just getting set up for later. Not really much you can do to get out of this situation right now. He's going to want to get another Gothitelle into play, but he still needs a Darker and his bench is awfully full, so he's just trying to go over his options, see what he can do. See a catcher here for Mewtwo, that's a good play. There's no energy on it, might get stuck active. Might give him a chance to get out of the lock. And the 3 cards limits what Adrian can do, especially he had the Dreamer in hand too, so that's a pretty big end. Where can he go to tell? It's another big one. And I think he passes.
I think so too.
Alright, Adrian, what do you got? He's got a Juniper. That's one way you get to get it of a 3-card end. Oh, he hits the DCE. Go ahead and KO the Gothitelle. Instead, he decides to attach a Psychic onto the Mewtwo and pass. The reasoning for this is he doesn't want to get X-Balled back with Mew, so he wants to set up his field first. If he X-Balls the Gothitelle. You can set up a Mew, attach an energy, and call X-Ball back, and then Adrian's out of energy. So that's a good play on his part. Random receiver for Sharon, nets him some energy. And Mushrunner, I think. Oh no, that's
Gothitelle.
No, the evolution.
Yeah,
Stage 1.
Gothitelle? I don't know what it's called actually.
I don't remember what the stage 1 is either.
Whatever.
Gothitelle? Gothitelle.
It's like Gothitelle or something.
Gothitelle? I have no idea. That's okay, let's watch the game. He ends up attaching another energy onto the second Mew and passes. Adrian goes for another energy on the benched Mew. He's just waiting for a switch at this point, which he won't be able to play anyways. So we just have a Cold War going on right now. Another random receiver.
It's gonna get Juniper.
Boy, that sure was random. I'm sure you're all laughing at home too. Suspense is killing me, guys. It's killing the camera too. I think we just had a minor earthquake in our studio.
I started walking.
You said it, not me. And another GCE on the Mew. You could have used that to retreat and start attacking.
Maybe a switch catcher on the benched Mewtwo.
That's the one he's asking for. I think he has the switch, and I'm sure he might be able to get it. Here's the Accelgor. So now the only he's missing is the Darker on the bench. A little bit of forward in there, and well, I didn't see what he got.
I thought he got I think he got a PCOM.
It's either a PCOM or another DCE. And here we see the switch for the Mew. Does he have the catcher? I didn't see it.
I don't think he does.
I think he's just going to go ahead and go for the lock right now.
Smart play.
Yeah. So it's 100 damage plus poison 110. Putting the Mewtwo in the KO range. And unless he has a switch, there isn't much he can do. Oh, no switch, Gothitelle. My bad.
Now that he has the extra dark energies in the deck, he can use PCOM to get Darkrai and have the perfect lock going.
If he has the dark energy in his hand.
If he has the dark.
So we see a nice comeback here. This is what happens when you take a 3-prize lead and you don't capitalize on the situation. So perhaps putting that early pressure on the Mews might have been more effective. We're attaching a DCE to the active, and he passes.
Probably in case of a catcher.
He's just banking. But Damion doesn't have the dark energy, doesn't have access to the Darkrai. When considering the hand Damion has, that's pretty risky right now. Might have been better play just to save the DCE for another Mewtwo later on. And there
got
it is. So now we have the lock set up. So 2 Gothitelles in play. So from Damien's perspective, Adrian's perspective, it's not looking good right now. That's a bunch of stop and play you gotta worry about. What he could do though, no, never mind. I was gonna say you could catch your Darkrai, but Gothitelle's gonna be in the way, so you can't do that. We'll see if he ever gets the opportunity to do so throughout the game somehow.
This could be a nice comeback by Damion.
And, you know, just 4 prizes left. He kills this Mewtwo this turn. Next turn he kills the other one somehow. With a bunch of X-Balls. That's what he's setting up for. I guess the way out of it would be if Damion's unable to get another Mew. No, he still has about 10 cards left in the deck, maybe 15. So quite a few cards left, and he needs to be able to hit the Mew and the DCE.
Did he use X-Ball? He used X-Ball.
Not sure why he didn't keep the lock going there. I think his plan here, since Adrian still has 3 prizes left, I think his plan was to keep the energy in play. I mean, he's sacrificing this Mew. Next turn he'll be able to use Accelgor to lock him into active and then finish it off with...
But then he needs to make sure he can have another deck uncovered in next turn. Like, he has to be able to get out another Shelmet.
Yeah, I think that was just a brain lapse here. Yeah, Damien's inexperience with the deck is showing, instead of just doing the safe play.
Because he discarded a DC at the beginning of the game, I believe.
Well, he's got 3, because he just shuffled 1 back in, I think. Oh, no, he didn't.
He only has 1 left, I believe.
No, he's got the 1 active in this.
Oh, I thought that was 2 on there.
No, it's the dark energy.
Oh.
I have the X-Ball for the knockout.
He can hit.
That was an opening for Adrian there.
Oh, no, he does have 2 DC in his hand.
He has a Tool Scarf thing. There's 2 energies on Mewtwo, so even if he does get another Mew, he won't be able to X-Ball for knockout.
He just about shuffled.
Oh, that 4 round. So yeah, he can do Mew.
Does he have a Mew?
If he has a Mew, he could do that. I haven't seen his hand. I don't think he does. He's taking a bit here. Can't quite make out what he's doing.
Does look like a Mew though. That's the thing.
Well, he's forced to attack with a Slowbur. If he has a Shelmet in his hand...
That is a Mew.
Oh, it is a Mew in his hand.
He does bench it, and...
I think what he's going to do here is just going to... He realizes that he only needs to paralyze once for this to be active, but he does need the dark energy. Oh, never mind. Okay, so he paralyzes it this turn, and he's going to X-Ball next turn for the knockout with the Mew, assuming he gets the DC back. So he just needs a DC, and he has the game locked up, unless Adrian has the way out of this.
He does have an N.
He just needs 1 prize left, though. He realizes that he's already in X-Ball range, so he can go ahead and attach the 3rd energy without any risk.
He just has to hope Damion misses the DCE.
Looks like that's what it's coming down to. So the biggest thing about losing that Mew with the 2 DC on it earlier was the fact that those DCs are no longer in the deck. Aside from that, you know, it wasn't too much of a misplay considering he was able to get that Mewtwo paralyzed and stuck active there. There's a Forewarn. I didn't see what he takes, but...
I don't think he has it.
The Shelmet, yeah. Looks like he doesn't get the KO this turn. And easy X-Ball on anything right now would pretty much do it. Doing 1 turn, I guess you would need 1 more energy on the Mewtwo. But he retreats for Darkrai, knowing that 1 more energy on Mewtwo would be... oh, never mind, there was 1 attached to him. So yeah, it would have done 200 damage to knock, or sorry, 160 to knock out the Gothitelle. He retreats for Darkrai, leaving him open to a Rumble Trap.
Or a Catcher, even.
Yeah, now he can place trainers, so Catcher would win the game too. DCE retreat, sees the energy, and looks like we're going to Rumble for game. Plays it on his hand, does 100 with Stunfisk.
This game's much closer than when he played you, though.
Yeah, a lot closer to his second game. Came down to hitting that DC on his last turn,
and he doesn't have anything.
Scoops. Surprised as the catcher. Probably didn't make too much of a difference there.
He just needed a supporter.
Alright guys, so that's it for game 2. Or game 3, sorry. Thank you for watching. Right now we have Adrian at 1-1, Aaron and myself at 1-0. We'll be playing in the next round. And Damion, unfortunately, is 0-2 and out of the running for
first place.
for Abomasnow Cup. Thanks guys, and we'll be back in a couple days with round 4.
See ya.